Hey guys, welcome back. So last week we talked a little bit about the law of attraction and how the thoughts that you're having and the feelings you're experiencing can determine what's coming at you in life. Now, let's get honest a minute. It is impossible to expect to have only good, happy thoughts all the time. I know I, for one, when it's nice and dark out and I'm all snuggled up in bed in the morning with my blankets and my puppy and my husband, and that annoying meh, meh, meh of the alarm goes off at 6 in the morning, I am not jumping out of bed all rah-rah for the day. Can't wait. More often than not, I'm laying in bed going, oh my God, it's morning already. I'm so comfortable. I don't want to get out of bed. I'm tired. I want to go back to sleep. I don't want to deal with that annoying person today. I just don't want to do it. Yeah, that's more me in the morning. It's unrealistic to expect to be happy all the time and thinking positively all the time. We get into negative thought loops. We have crappy days at work. Life happens. The trick with the happiness perspective is to realize you're in that negative thought pattern and to get out of it quicker to thinking better thoughts and getting back into that flow of happiness. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is a concept called pivoting. And that's how we move around those negative thoughts and spin them into better thoughts to get you back in the flow. If you've ever read the book, The Law of Attraction, they talk about this concept of pivoting. And they also talk about how negative thoughts in and of themselves aren't terrible. They aren't indicators of disaster. Just because you're driving home and you want to punch that guy in the face who isn't going fast enough because you just need to go home and he's going 10 miles under the speed limit, that's not going to destroy your life. Life's not going to start falling apart because you had that negative thought. The trick is you don't want to get sucked into those negative thought patterns all the time, versus when you're happy and in those positive thought patterns. That's an indicator that you are in that flow and are in harmony with things that you want to attract into your life. So how do we do this whole important concept of pivoting? The first step is we talked about this last week, play that role of observer. Take a step back and realize consciously that you're actually having negative thoughts. So for me, it's laying there realizing I'm thinking really bad thoughts about today and about not wanting to get up. Step 2 is to realize, okay, I know what I don't want in my life. What is it that I do want? I want to feel happy when I wake up. I want to be all snuggly and warm in my bed. I want to feel energized when I wake up. I want to get up when I want to get up. So I know what I don't want. I know what I do want. We want to go in that direction of what we do want. So step 3 is to start realizing what's going on around you. Be a little bit more in the moment. And when I say going on around you, I'm not talking about realizing that your husband is still all nice, sleepy, in bed, snuggled up because he doesn't have to get up yet, and that's so annoying, and it must be nice for him. That is not what I'm talking about. When I say noticing things around you, I'm talking about noticing some of the positives. You know what? I'm laying here. This mattress is pretty darn comfortable on my back. My back does not hurt this morning like it did last night. You know what? I've got my puppy snuggled up next to me, and I love the fact that I get to snuggle up with her every night. She's like a little personal space heater for me. You know what? The sun's starting to come up, and I'm starting to hear some birdsong, and I love being able to hear that in the mornings, in the summer, in the spring, and in the fall. You know what? Now that I think about it, this evening we're going out to dinner to a place that knows how to do gluten-free the right way, which is a rarity. And after a while, you're starting to think more of those positive thoughts. And you know what? Maybe getting out of bed isn't so terrible after all. Now, I like to kind of up the ante a little bit and end it with some of that visualization that we talked about. Because remember from last week, when you visualize and you bring in the 5 senses and the emotions, that's where you really start to create and attract to the life that you want. So I lay there, close my eyes, and I think about how awesome it's going to be when I have the mornings that I want, and I feel what's going to feel like as if it was happening today. So I'm closing my eyes, and I'm thinking about how good it's going to feel to just wake up every morning when my body is ready to wake up. The sun's shining out. I get to play with my puppy in bed. I get to kiss my husband good morning. Maybe I go downstairs and have a cup of coffee on the deck, do some stretching or some yoga, and kind of leisurely start my day. Oh, it's going to feel so good when I can do that. And that's going to really start to bring in that emotional piece and really start helping you feel better and feel more happy thoughts, which drowns out again that negative thought loop. And after a while, it's like, you know what? I know what I want in my life. I know where I want to get to, and I know it's going to happen. So let's get out of bed today and make this happen. Today is going to be a good day after all. So there you go. I have successfully pivoted from my crappy alarm into I'm going to kick today's butt. So I could go through all kinds of examples with you guys about pivoting, but I want to get a little bit more personal with it because you're going to get the most out of this if you're truly doing the work with it. So what I want you to do is to comment below either a habitual negative thought pattern you find yourself in all the time, or something maybe that's got you down today that you're kind of obsessing over today, and we'll work through that pivoting process together. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in this week. Next week, we're going to bust all the myths about the attitude of gratitude. I'll see you next week, guys.